All right, here's a day in my life as a home baker. First stop, homework. Yes, y'all, I'm getting an MBA. I'm actually finishing it this semester. And part of that is reading about the difference between a vision and a mission statement. Didn't know there was. So I made a vision statement for Bake It Happen today. Dunzo. Next on the list is organizing my supplies from last market because it was a mess, and mixing spices, and getting a baking schedule because I have a market possibly this upcoming Sunday. On this page is everything broken down: what I'm selling, how much of it I'm selling, what I'm selling it for, and in what order I am baking it. So all on one page. That was like 10 minutes. It was one and done. Next, mixing the spices. Once I realized I didn't have anything cooked for Sunday dinner, I'm like, okay, I can kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to make my Sazon seasoning mix. That's what the spice I'm mixing today. And then I'm going to use that in the food that I'm cooking because every time I mix my seasonings, I want to make sure I test them. And once I test them, then I'll be able to see like if I need to adjust the measurements. So you see me mixing my Sazon seasoning mix. The one thing that I changed because I didn't have it is paprika. I use smoked paprika. I have lots of smoked paprika freshly ground, and it made a difference. I don't know. It tastes a little different than the Sazon you get in the packet, but I'm glad about that because it has a lot more additives and a lot more issues for people who consume it. And so I want to make, a better alternative that's still just as flavorful. I hit that mark because after I mixed it, then I used it to make rice, beans, chicken, and roasted vegetables because I made big old burritos, and then I made a burrito bowl because you have to have an option for lower carb. And I roasted it all in that Sazon seasoning mix from the rice, the beans, everything. It had the Sazon all over it. It was amazing, y'all. It really, really was. I want to ask a question. I'm trying to sell my seasoning mixes, and I usually had them in like a tester cup, but it proved to be pretty awkward for people to taste test. What could I put my seasonings on to put out as a sample? I've gone through everything from tofu to popcorn, and in the Florida heat, things change. So should I put it on bread with oil? People are sometimes sensitive with oil. I'm just trying to find an option that works for everybody or most people to try out my seasoning mix. Anyway, here's how it ended up looking. I put in a little bit more natto powder, but as you can see, listen, rice looks amazing. I also commend myself for doing all of this one-handed with the camera, no cameraman on site. And also coming out with really good rice. Y'all, I struggle with cooking rice. I can cook so many things. Rice has been a struggle. But y'all, look at that burrito with all that seasoning in it. It was so good. I am looking forward to cooking my burrito. That's my mom laughing in the background. I'm looking forward to cooking my burrito again, heating it up. It's for my lunch today. Now look at the chaos that is my supply bin. Oof. My brother made me watch Marry a Farmer or Farmer Marry Me while I was doing this. That was a wild ride, y'all. And here's the after. It's a little bit more organized. I'm just waiting to get like shelving units or to figure out a system that works with me and my lifestyle for like my baking and organizing supplies. Next, I tried to focus on applying for the market, but a lot of the markets in the area, you have to email them so that you know that you're working with them directly and not scammers. It's a thing around here, so I did that. Then I worked on my labels for my Sazon seasoning mix. It was pretty simple and easy. I've already made a video about how I did it. And I made a few packets of Sazon seasoning mix. I would say overall, it was a very productive day. I'm very proud of myself, and I hope to have more days like this. If I don't, I give myself grace to know I'm human. It happens.